If you want to be more efficient and effective while running your business with more inner peace than working on the core of your issues instead of putting on a band-aid is vital. Welcome to the Business Brain Podcast.
I'm your host, Esty Rapport, and here to help you improve your 28 cognitive functions, the 28 things that make up thinking. In each episode, we'll discuss a real-life challenge, why you might be struggling with it, and give you practical strategies so all areas of your life will improve.
Even when Ray would plan ahead, it never seemed to work out. The night before a deadline, he would always be late, as inevitably something would happen. By improving one thinking skill, he structured his time differently and was able to follow through and tripled his business in 4 months. If you're experiencing something similar, I'm here to tell you, you do not have to struggle forever. In this episode 478 of the Business Brain Podcast, I'm going to share with you the exact steps of what you can do to have your own transformation. But first, if you're looking for specific exercises to improve specific thinking skills, I've got you. Your essential guide to cognitive functions and is super easy to understand, super easy to implement resource on each of the thinking skills. You'll get a better understanding of where each of these thinking skills are showing up in your life and ways for you to improve it. Snag your copy at lifefixuniversity.com/guide. While you're doing any task, you, without even realizing it, are using your 28 thinking skills. When the thinking skills you need to use are strong, doing the task happens easily. If the thinking skills you need to use is weak, doing the task will be a challenge. The struggle that Ray had came from a weak thinking skill of understanding reality. Understanding reality is about understanding what is. People with ADHD often struggle with this because of their many ideas, lack of collecting precise data, and putting all the information correctly. What makes this even more challenging is that in the end, it always works out, which is fabulous. It's awesome that it works out, except it doesn't help with the desire to get better at understanding reality. What we want to do is understand reality so that way we can make it work for us instead of against us. Sure, we can come to the airport 90 seconds before check-in closes, and you'll still make your flight, but it creates a lot of unnecessary stress and chaos for the people around you. Or you can come early to the airport and use the extra time to get a massage or get more work done. That's using reality to your benefit. The first thing we did with Ray was make sure he knew the reality of how long tasks take. We spoke about this in episode 466. A short summary is simply timing your tasks for a week so that way you know what the average is. Ray then uses information to plan ahead more accurately. Part of understanding reality is understanding that life happens, and we need to take this into account when planning. This means putting in buffer space, asking for additional help, or doing more in the beginning. This understanding didn't just help Ray with his time management, it also helped him with understanding the reality of the service his clients wanted. Instead of providing all services, Ray now used his new understanding of what clients desired and focused on those services. This allowed him to triple his business in 4 months, literally by understanding the reality of his clients' desires. Remember, your struggles might be slightly different. You can check out episode 466 to get better at understanding time and 470 to get better at categorizing your tasks in a way that's most efficient. When we understand reality, we can work with it, not against it. Your challenge this week will depend on what your struggle is. If you don't know how long test takes, you'll want to start by timing your tasks for a week. If you've got a pretty good idea of how long test takes, see if the way you're planning is taking life, in quotes, into consideration. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next. So that's all for this episode of the Business Brain Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with 2 of your business friends so they too can gain from it, and you'll be helping us reach our goal of 1 million downloads by the end of 2025. Cheers to peak brain performance.